everybody, welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I have a small container in my hand here. These are some of the fire starters that I made. These ones are yellow because I use beeswax for them. And I'm going to share with you what they look like. So I'm going to set that down right here somewhere. I'm going to get a couple pieces of wood here, just something simple, just a little lay to put that down on so that I don't risk it, getting wet. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I'm going to give you a view of what these things look like and how well they work to make fire. So I'm going to be using my lightning strike. Now, for me to get this fire started, what I need to do is I need to open up the fibers on this piece here. You can see that when I rip it open, I have a lot of fibers exposed. And that's what I want to try to do. I want to try to expose as many fibers as I can on that piece so that I can get this thing lit. Usually, with one strike of the ferro rod, usually these things light right up. You can see that it did that again today. These have petroleum jelly inside of them, and they also have wax. And they're a very good fire starter. This is probably one of the best fire starters that I've found, and I make them myself. They work really good. I don't even need this other piece, but I'm going to go ahead and put it on there anyway to give me a little bit of time. It'll start burning that, and that'll give me time to go collect a little bit of wood. So while that's burning, I'm just going to find some little twigs and stuff like that. It gives me time. It gives me about 7 minutes. So I'm just going to start adding little pieces to this mix here, right on top. Not too much, and I'm not going to go too large too fast. I'm just going to start putting a little bit of stuff on there. And if this wood was marginal, if it was damp or something, maybe it just got done raining, right now would be a good time for this fire starter to allow my wood to be drying. So it would dry the wood and then it would start to burn the wood. And that's why I like them so much. So the rule of thumb that I always try to use when it comes to making a fire is when it first starts, I try to put the small stuff on first, because that stuff dries faster and it gets lit faster. So I'm just putting little pieces on there, getting them going. They dry a little quicker, they ignite a little faster because they're thinner. If you're putting too thick of stuff on too soon, you're not going to make fire. There's still snow on the ground in some places out here. Not a lot, but there's still some snow. And all of this wood that I'm picking up right now, I'm doing something that I always tell people not to do. And that is, I'm picking wood up directly off the ground. And I always tell people not to do that because that wood is very moist. But I'm doing that purposely to show what these fire starters are capable of. So I'm using like the worst wood that you should be picking up. It's the wet stuff that's sitting on the ground. And you can see that we're making a nice little fire. And those fire starters that I make, you can use any kind of wax that you want. Paraffin wax, you can use beeswax, because the wax works well as an accelerant. And like I said, it gave me time, it bought me time. Now you can see that I have enough wood burning that I can start putting larger stuff on that might be wetter. Again, I'm grabbing this stuff all off the ground. Little pieces of wood, That one was a nice clean snap. But you can see, just on that one little fire starter, I was able to make a nice fire. Dave Canterbury sells these on his website, Wilderness Outfitters. He sells them, and they're called Mini Inferno. They work really well. But the thing that I don't care about the Mini Inferno is the price tag. You get like, I think 6 of them in a small tin, kind of like what I showed you. You know, I have my little tin here. I think he has like 6 of them in his tin, and it's like $6 or $7. You know, I can go to Walmart or go to the dollar store and I can buy the cotton rounds and the petroleum jelly and any kind of old wax from old beat up candles, and I can make like 50 of them for like $3 or $4. And the metal containers, you can find them in a lot of places. The metal containers that I use are the ones that come with the, like for my pellets, for my pellet rifle. Those little metal containers are the ones I use. They work really good. Another thing that I found that works really good recently to put the fire starters in would be like a Copenhagen can. That seems to work pretty good too. But I don't chew, so I don't have those. But my friends that do, I usually ask them, hey, can I have those old Copenhagen cans? When it comes to those Copenhagen cans, is sometimes that's not the best choice to put the fire starter in, because you don't have any charring ability out of those plastic Copenhagen cans. Where these metal cans, you can use the metal can as a container, once again, to put cotton and stuff like that in and make your char over the fire. You can make char cloth and stuff like that. So that's why I like having these metal cans. So if I was to drop this whole thing in the water, or even these individual pieces in the water, they are waterproof. It doesn't hurt them at all. They'll still light even when you dunk them completely underwater. So you can see that I made a really nice little fire, and it didn't take me much effort at all. And I used literally like the worst kind of wood that you should use. I picked stuff up directly off the moist ground, and I didn't have a problem at all. Oh, there's nothing like the heat that comes from a fire. Ah, that feels so good on the hands. Folks, I want to say thank you for watching the video today. I hope you got some good, useful information. Please feel free to thumbs up this video. Feel free to leave comments down below. And if you like the content that you see on my channel, please subscribe. I'd love to have you. And until next time, have a beautiful day. We'll see you later. Bye-bye. What you doing? Don't get too close. Come here. Don't get too close. Don't get too close. You'll burn your whiskers. You'll burn your whiskers. You guys are gonna burn your whiskers? Huh? You guys gonna burn your whiskers? Oh, get off of me. I'm not a chair. Silly Willy. Get it. You feel it? It's nice and warm. You can lay right there. It's warm. That's your new bed. Lay right there. Get it. Stand there. It's warm. Feel it on your feet.